Good morning and welcome to your daily weather operations brief. Starting off today, seeing partly to mostly cloudy conditions out there, a few low level clouds that are starting to dissipate, and some upper level clouds streaming across the area. Temperatures currently in the mid 70s and some light winds, largely out of the west, currently being observed. For today, expecting some unsettled conditions as we move through and into the afternoon hours. But to start us off, we'll take a quick glance at the radar out there. We do see some light showers off to the west. They are since weakening on some of the most recent scans, so expecting that trend to continue as we move through the afterday. Can't rule out a sprinkle, but anything we do see should be light up until we get to our main period, of which we expect to see some of that precipitation moving in a more organized fashion. Taking a look at this morning's surface analysis chart here, we can see that a cold front is dropping southwards across the area today, accompanied by a developing surface level low. And as we move through the day, that boundary is going to combine with the warm and moist environment that is overspreading the region, along with afternoon heating to trigger some widespread rain and thunderstorms, and has also prompted the Storm Prediction Center to put us under a slight risk for severe weather. And that area is largely east of I-95, highlighting the chance of seeing some damaging winds or some elevated wind gusts as we move through the day today. So we can expect to see those increasing rain chances shortly after midday, and then we'll see those chances tapering off around sunset later this evening, and then we'll make room for a nice couple of days ahead with limited operational risks as we see high pressure start building in behind this front here. As for our current weather observations out here on the field, we are seeing some scattered clouds at 1,500 feet. We did see a few at about 700 feet that have since lifted and burned away. We are also seeing those upper level clouds, 25,000 feet. Winds largely out of the west at about 4 to 5 knots. As of current, temperature sitting at 75 to 76 degrees and rising, with a relative humidity of about 93%. And looking at the satellite here, we can see off to the west that boundary as it approaches. We'll see increasing cloud coverage as we move through the day, and we can also see those scattered showers off to the west. Again, those do look to be diminishing as they work their way eastwards. And looking at the model here to get a better picture of the timing of these storms tonight, we can see right here, this is about now, and then midday we see that line move through, pretty widespread as far as coverage goes, and a good chance of seeing lightning and thunder accompanying that movement. And then about 8, 9 o'clock tonight, we should really see that rain pushing offshore and those lingering showers start to clear up. And that will bring us on to the 24-hour forecast for today, seeing those partly to mostly cloudy skies early, very slight chance of a scattered shower and some low-level clouds drifting by. We're seeing improvement as far as that goes. Then as we move into midday, seeing building cloud coverage, things becoming broken to overcast. We'll see those rain chances moving in as temperatures also peak around 83 degrees today. Good chance of seeing lightning and a slight chance of seeing a wind advisory along with those storms as they move through, just due to the convective nature. And then once we get into the evening hours, as the sun starts falling below the horizon, we'll see those rain chances dropping down. Cloud coverage should begin to improve and clear out, and we'll see those winds tapering off as well, with gusts dropping down to the mid-teens, if not less. Overall settling out of the north should further help limit some of that instability. And then moving on to the short-term forecast for the next few days. ahead looking very good. Greens across the board with pretty similar and consistent weather anticipated for Wednesday night, and Thursday. Expecting to see partly cloudy conditions, plenty of sunshine. High of 83 on Wednesday, low of 66 Wednesday night, and a high of 82 on Thursday afternoon. Overall, should be a nice next few days ahead. That's going to conclude the daily weather operations brief. We'll be back at 10 o'clock with the 7-day outlook. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. We'll be back then.